Well, good day there, everyone. It's Friday. It's Friday, November. Is it really November? I'm sorry, guys. It's January 29th. We're in 2021. We're still on West Coast time, pretending like it's East Coast time. It's before noon on the East Coast. Let's talk a little college basketball. Let's talk yesterday, January 28th. It was like a 13-8, 14-7 type day with no bump. As I said, those away teams at the bottom, there was some trouble with them covering the spread over here. Some of the games were canceled. I think the Rice game was canceled. Somebody else. But SEMO wins this game against Southern Illinois, Edwardsville. Texas El Paso, Air Force. San Jose State beats Air Force. Tennessee Martin beats Kentucky. Valpo beats Bradley. So there was a good deal of this over here. These other teams winning, like I said that they might. So that worked out pretty darn well. I think that's why the video got some likes after the fact yesterday, is some of that stuff did pan out. Of course, I didn't bet because I'm doing other things here. Anyway, all right, so let's talk about today, the 29th. Today, a little bit bigger schedule. And let's see if there's anything interesting, and then we'll start messing around with home bumps. So we're going to zoom in so that everyone can see it the best we can. And let's take a look. So sorting descending by margin. A lot of big ones up here, but there are not good lines, which is what we're looking for right here. We're looking for good lines because we think this team is going to beat this team, especially when this margin is really big. So all the way down here, we've got Coastal Carolina on the road against Georgia Southern. That's a pretty good line, even though Coastal Carolina is away. That's a pretty big margin at 25%, so we do like Coastal Carolina there. Not great, not great. Northern Alabama away at North Florida, so plus 122. Also a reasonable margin. We can get them plus 2.5 points. Arlington. St. Louis against Richmond. I think St. Louis has not played. They only played 9 games. Their schedule has been really choppy throughout the year. They're a really highly ranked team, but their schedule has been really choppy. Detroit on the road against Youngstown State. Lafayette on the road against Texas State is plus 150. But we're starting to get down into these tough margins where we have these road dogs, and that's trouble we've found. Buffalo minus 126 Ohio. So let's take a look at this if we throw our 9% bump in there. Let's see what happens. In that instance, we get some home teams that start popping up here. Missouri, Kansas City plus 132 against North Dakota State. They're at home. Without any bump, it would say that slightly North Dakota is a better team, but with Missouri, Kansas City at home, this is probably a pretty good line, the plus 132. These are the interesting games you want after we do this home bump, right? Look at just the home teams that we just brought up here with that bump. We brought a couple underdogs into the fray. We have Colorado State underdog against Boise State at home, and Missouri, Kansas City is an underdog here. These are a bunch of interesting lines right here. These margins, especially these ones that were already in the positive before we did the bump, anything that was over, that's over 9 here. These games were already favoring Purdue, Fort Wayne, North Dakota, Florida, Gulf Coast, and Buffalo. So those are also really strong picks if you're looking at a parlay or something. And then as for the away teams, you kind of want to still be careful and stay away from this stuff down here and almost look at potentially the other side, because we still have trouble with these road dogs that are way at the bottom, even with the 9% bump. So I think that is a quick overview. Is there a pick of the day, as we like to do? This is a pretty decent lineup here for Coastal Carolina. How many games have they played? Coastal Carolina against Georgia Southern game. Just for them to be up here with still a 16% margin even after a 9% home bump. That means we're boosting Georgia Southern because they're home by 9%. And Coastal Carolina is still favored pretty strongly here. They've played 14 and 17 games apiece. This is probably a pretty good pick, Coastal Carolina at minus 124. But Purdue Fort Wayne at home against Oakland, honestly, is probably better because you got a minus 108 line. The teams are not very good, but Oakland's awful. They've played 19 games and they're still bad. So at home, Purdue Fort Wayne probably wins that game, even though they're not a very good team. I can see why the line is minus 108 because they're just not a strong team. But at home, they should probably win that game. So good luck, everyone. We are working on a bunch of other things. So there'll be other videos coming today that won't be basketball related. But good luck, everybody. Enjoy your Friday. I'll be back in an area, I think, where I can bet next week. So we'll probably be talking about that. All right. Good luck. May all your picks be doing the best that they can do.